What's going on YouTube? Got another knife review here for you. Today we're going to be looking at the Bad Blood David Mosier and Sean Kendrick collaboration. This is called the Burning Horizon. Number of months ago I had a chance to handle one of my friends' custom David Mosiers, and it was called the Serpent's Line, or no, I'm sorry, it was called the Xerxes. And it was one of the most amazing, quite honestly, one of the most amazing feeling knives that I'd ever felt. Detent was incredible. The knife just flew out, and so I was just blown away by that knife. I had the opportunity then to get a Burning Horizon from my friend Alex Dietz. And Alex has been doing a lot of custom work and now is doing his own knives. And so he was selling it. I was just asking him would it be possible to kind of customize it. He had already reground the knife to a much thinner profile on the blade, and I thought it was really attractive. It was satin finished, and I ended up doing this acid wash on it just to kind of contrast with the bronze a little bit better. But I commissioned him to make this 3D pocket clip, 3D milled pocket clip for me, and he just did a great job. It's pretty close to what David Mosier himself would do on his custom knives nowadays, and so I just think it gives it a little bit more flavor. On the custom Burning Horizons, usually this flat area on the knife has a little more, it has texturing on here, kind of like a dimpling texturing, which is kind of nice. So yeah, so it's going to be a little bit hard to, Alex also replaced the pivots with the original pivots. He replaced it with AKS pivots, as well as AKS ball bearings inside. So again, it's it's going to be a little bit hard to have a full or complete review of an actual Bad Blood, because this has been modified so much to where I like it in its current form, and in the original Bad Blood form I didn't like it as much. I don't think I would have gone out and got an original Bad Blood Mosier Kendrick collaboration, but with all these different modifications and the action and whatnot, now I love this knife. I feel like it looks great, and it's kind of close to a custom. It's not nearly as nice as the original detent, but it's got a hard detent on here. You can see how it sets in the handle, and then it fires out incredibly fast. Again, it doesn't have that satisfying click like the Mosier might have, like a custom Mosier, but it's about as close as you can get. On here you have somewhat of a, I guess you wouldn't really call it a harpoon, but like kind of a Bowie-ish style blade. It's got a slight recurve on here, a nice flipper tab here that also serves as an index hilt, if you will, or choil. And then, in terms of the handle style, it's got this large, deep heel on the knife as well. So it kind of offers a really nice grip for your hand. Full four-finger grip on here. Really hugs your hand. It's really thin as well. So it really just fits your hand well. No hot spots on this knife whatsoever, at least with this clip. I think with the original spring clip, it's probably going to be about the same. Shouldn't be too bad on there. Inside, you got the flow-through design with titanium spacers that I anodized blue on mine. And then the blade is S35 VM blade steel. So really solid lockup on this one. I think the original ones are probably going to be about the same, I would say. And then no jimping, so your finger can slide all over on this knife, which I think is okay. I don't think it's that bad. Again, with your hand locked in over here in the index area and then the pinky area, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So somewhat like ergonomics of, say, like a CQC 15 for Emerson, or even like the 13, really hugs your hand in there well. Here you have compared to the Jake Hoback Mid-Tech. Here's the Curtis F4, or F3, 4-inch model. So slightly larger blade. And then you've got the Sebenza on here as well. So the Bad Blood, if I remember correctly, I think it came in at around $400, $350 or $400. It wasn't bad. Like, I don't think the price was necessarily that bad, but I don't know. To me, honestly, it was kind of weird that Mosier went with, you know, the Bad Blood line, because their stuff in general, I mean, is pretty low end. You know, they typically use lower end materials and construction or build quality. Again, I have no experience. I actually never heard of the company before this came out. They had all kinds of billboarding on their knife with the Bad Blood skull and markings all over the place. So that's, you know, after Alex ground out everything, all of those markings were gone. So it's purely sterile blade, which I really like. It would have been cool to have a little Mosier sun emblem here if possible, but yeah, anyway. But overall, you know, I'm just not sure if the quality or the smoothness would have been better, you know, if it was made by Chad Nichols or whatnot. Again, it's hard for me to say because this has been so custom modified, you know, that I don't know how close it is to the Bad Blood. But in terms of design, in terms of how it feels and everything, I mean, you can accredit for the most part Bad Blood for doing a good job on that. You know, all the milling and stone washing on the knife is all really well done for the most part. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not that much to say. This knife makes me want to get a Mosier so bad. Yeah. I would love to get any model of a custom Mosier, if possible. Whether it's the Crossfire, whether it's Serpent's Line, Xerxes, or even like the custom Burning Horizon, I think would be pretty amazing. So with the stuff that he's been coming out with lately, like the Invocation and a bunch of other ones are absolutely incredible. So I think Mosier is a genius, and I've just heard all good things about him. As a person and as a maker. So one of these days I definitely want to have a custom Mosier in my collection. But for now, this will have to hold me off. I feel like this, you know, does a good job for the most part. I don't carry it too much, but when I want a good user, I do reach for this knife, and it's really thin in pocket, sits well in the pocket. The clip looks great. So I really enjoy this knife. Anyway, so if you get a chance to get a Bad Blood, I think it might be worth checking out. Again, the spring clip and the kind of goofy billboarding that they put all over the blade is somewhat of a turnoff, but it is at the same time highly customizable if you have the wherewithal to do that. So it might be worth doing that as well. So I think the spring clip is titanium as well, so you'd be able to do something with that if you wanted to. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And as always, I will see you guys on the next vid. Take care. Bye.